It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Golden Eagles and the Desperados.
And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard now?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That his first touchdown of the new year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the air one more time. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down, Golden Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, Golden Eagles.
One of the tight ends motions right. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It is 3rd and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Caught. It is his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Golden Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
Desperados, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense getting set to get back to work. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. He'll send a tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to get back at it. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
3 yards to go.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Desperados are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Golden Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Dreadnoughts get back over 500 as they win their second in 3 tries.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Desperados offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Golden Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Desperados 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 21. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends in motion right. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Motion man set right. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at, and remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by
Previous
replay.
play is under
So
review.
this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A run now on 2nd down, and a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Desperados out and ready to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
2nd down and 8. Now a give on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Desperados out and ready to punt it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Moving the tight end right. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. The tight end motioning left here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And Whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's first down, and they'll run. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This one from just under 50 yards. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Golden Eagles add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Desperados offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Quick hitting slant there. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now a give up the middle. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Desperados. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 49-yard line.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. His throw left side is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Golden Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And after a slow start to the year, they put it together so far in this one. Trying to avoid the 0-3 start and looking good to do that right now. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. 15-yard pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.